Hey, what's up, guys? This is just a quick video on how to properly set up your towns at the beginning so you can start turning a profit quickly. You can see here I've made a couple pennies, even though I've let it sit for a little while trying to figure this video editing software out. Um, but it's actually not really that hard. What you really need to look for are how to build your production lines. Each town has 5. It's really all about how to build these guys and then just sending traders out, and how to know what to build and how many. So as you can see here, this is the first town, Sophia. I think it starts with fruit, which I didn't want at the first town. I had a lot of it, and I've found that fruit comes and goes easily. But what you don't get is the smithy, and really to build anything you need a smithy. So I went ahead and got rid of the fruit, and as soon as I could level up, I got my smithy in here. And that really helps. It makes us a lot of money here, and it's really good when you're building new towns to be able to kind of give yourself a little boost. But how do I know? For instance, I've got 3, 5, 3, 2, 4 over here in Nicopolis. I've got 2 fishermen production units. I've got 6 beekeepers, 2 saline, 2 bakery, and then I don't even have a 5th one in this one. Same thing here. I don't think I have a 5th one here. And to be honest with you, this brewery is really new. I've got 7 coal. So how do I know how much to build and not waste my money? And how do I keep turning a profit on this stuff without losing any money? That is pretty much all here in the All Towns tab. Now, when you're looking at your All Towns tab, this right here is your primary little number you should be looking at. This shows you how much you consume in all of your towns per 10 weeks. And then this number right here is the second most important number, and it directly relates to this one. This is how much you produce. So what you want to have in all things that you produce, which had this little gear by the symbol, you want to have it in the green. Now these 2 right here, I've got production reduced just because I had so much. I had to reduce production just so I didn't overproduce. But things like lumber and bricks, the tools, metalwares, everything else that I produce, I have it right there lined up really close, as close as I can to how much I use, and anything extra I try to trade out. But this is how I know I need 7 coal businesses, because I'm using 72 coal every 10 weeks. So I need to keep up with that. So I need to keep producing until I reach that 72-ish. Same thing with salt. I only need 2 because I produce 60, and I only use 42. I can trade the rest. I had a lot of beekeepers. I've got 6 of those, and I need 6 because I use 62. And I'm with 6, I can produce 60. So that's how you know. If you can get all that lined up, you'll see your trading is a lot more specialized. Your production is a lot more specialized. And you'll notice in a lot of cases you don't even need that 5th one, even though you put one in there just because you should, but you really don't have to, and it's wasting money, and it's also wasting your upkeep costs. It's wasting your money, and just by trying to keep the buildings up and going. Building maintenance right here, upkeep military, upkeep civilian units. All this right here ends with your bottom line, hopefully in a positive. And to keep it in a positive, for instance, upkeep military is 4,000. I got this military here. They just got back to their normal troop size. I'll use these guys to go around and find these things and fight off bad guys if there's some guys guarding it. But if I'm not doing that, then I'm just going to disband them, because I don't want to pay the $4,000 or 4,000 silver, whatever, in upkeep. So when your builders are done building roads, get rid of them. When I already got rid of my scouts once I found all these towns, because I pretty much know I can't find any more. I can't really go out any further. Well, I can now, I guess. But you just get rid of them so you don't have to pay the upkeep, and then try to keep a focus on what you're going to be on the buildings that you produce. And if you're overproducing, then you can go ahead and bring them down a little bit so that you stop overproducing, stop wasting that money. And the next venture that you want to get into, just go to this all towns tab and look at what you use the most of. So obviously I'm not going to try to start selling shirts when I use more wool, and I don't even produce wool, so I don't like not being in control of cloth and clothing with having to depend on another city for wool. So I'm going to start making wool first anyways. So same thing with meats. I wouldn't get into meats if I didn't already have one of my towns, which is this one, I believe, producing salt. So go ahead and look at these, try to match this up with this, and I think you'll see a little bit better turn on your money making abilities. That's pretty much it, guys. Thanks for watching.